So, like, what's the Two Noble Kinsmen? What even is that? It's a play. Can confidently say it's a play. It's a really good one. I feel like people don't know about it, though, and that makes me sad. Anyway, it's not written by only Shakespeare. Who did he... John Fletcher. It's also the last play Shakespeare wrote, I believe. So, it's pretty cool. Everyone should read it or watch it. The Globe did a good version of it a couple years back that you can watch online somewhere. Anyway, it's 8:06, and this is not a record for tardiness for me at all. What's my excuse for being late today? I had to feed my goats. I don't have goats. I was just late. Anyway. Hang on. I think the cat needs to come in. Come on, little baby. Come on. Do I need to open the gate like you're some kind of person? Come on. Fan. Come here. Come on. Come here. Right. Here it is. The kitten. It was mewing at the door, but when I opened the door, it did not want to come in anymore. So I had to chase it down. Go to your spot, little baby cat. My cats do sometimes feel like goats, especially when they like headbutt me. It's the cutest. I love it when they do that. Anyway, what's going on? What are we talking about? Two Noble Kinsmen. That's what we're talking about. Shakespeare's last play. No, Fen, you're in now. You're in. Cats are so dumb. God, I love them so much. Shakespeare's last play, written with a buddy. So, like, and you can kind of tell that it has different, a different feel, some of the parts of it. So, yeah, you can tell that it's both late in Shakespeare's career and co-authored. I guess I should talk about the play a bit because nobody really knows. Well, nobody. That's a lie. Most people haven't read it or even heard of it, so they don't know what it's about. So, I wonder if I could do it in like 10 words. Here we go. I'm going to summarize Two Noble Kinsmen in 10 words. This will be fun. Two bros want the same girl. Two bros want the same girl. One of them dies. That's my 10-word recap. Is that 10 words? Two bros want the same girl. One of them dies. Perfect. That's my 10-word recap of Two Noble Kinsmen. And so we've got, in this story, we have Palamon and we have Archite, and they're bros. I think they're actually cousins. I think. But they're like besties, raised together. They like go to war together and are like renowned war heroes together. Everyone knows them. They're a package deal. They're Palamon and Archite. But I've also heard Arcite as well. Who even knows how you're supposed to pronounce it? Because it doesn't matter. Does it? I don't know. Anyway, these two bros, they go to war and they get captured and put behind bars, and they go to jail together as prisoners of war. And they are both sad. And then they see out in the garden with all the flowers is Emilia. And they've never seen anyone so beautiful before. And they are both so smitten with this lady that all of their love disappears, and suddenly they hate each other and they're at war with each other. Who's gonna get to be with Emilia? Bear in mind, they're in jail. So how either of them is gonna get with her, I don't know. They just have this little tiny window that they can look out and see this lady. And I mean, she is the jailer's daughter as well, which either complicates matters or makes them easier. Unsure which. Is it Emilia? No. Emilia is not the jailer's daughter. The jailer's daughter, who? Who, what? Hang on. Let me fact check myself. Is Emilia the princess? Yes, Emilia is the princess. Right? Oh my god. Yeah, the jailer's daughter doesn't have a name. Just kidding. Jailer's daughter loves both of them. Holy wow, I'm very wrong. The jailer's daughter loves both of these guys. This is Emilia. This guy, this lady here, Emilia. Most beautiful lady they ever saw. But the jailer has a daughter who is in love with Palamon or Archite, maybe both of them, because I don't think she can actually tell the difference. And neither of them are really into her. They both are in love with Emilia. Okay, sorry, I was so wrong. Wow, maybe I should have reread the play really quickly, but I didn't. I need to check and see if it's on, if the BBC did a version of it. Let me check out BritBox real quick, because I don't know if there's one on there. Let's see. Maybe the BBC didn't do that one in the 80s when they were doing the whole canon, which is upsetting to me because it's a Shakespeare play. Anyway, they're both in love with Emilia, and there's also this jailer's daughter over here. I don't know why I just gave her horns, but she loves them. Oh, yay. The jailer decides he's gonna separate these two and put them in different prison cells. They get into like a physical altercation with each other over this lady who they're looking at from their prison window. And then the jailer comes in, he's like, I'm gonna separate you two. And they're like, no, I need my window so I can stare at this lady like a creep. Anyway, ultimately, they both end up getting out of jail. One of them is freed, and the other is, he like runs away, I guess, with the help of the jailer's daughter. And then they both enter into the king's tournament to try to impress Emilia so that they can finally get with the princess. So they're like, you know, sword fighting each other. But like one of them has been in prison. I guess they've both been in prison for, well, one of them's been in prison for a very long time and like been living in the woods. So he's like, oh, I can't fight. I'm too weak. And the other one's been masquerading as a lord this whole time. So the odds aren't exactly even. Even the odds. Whoa. That saying just at 35 years old blew my mind. So they're not an even match. Anyway, how it all ends. Spoiler alert. Archite. Here he is. Archite and Emilia. Archite, like, wins the tournament, whatever. He gets the girl. And they live happily ever after until the next scene, wherein Palamon is got his head on a block and it's about to get chopped off. And someone comes in and says, wait, don't chop his head off yet. Because Archite was in a terrible horsing accident and his horse reared up and it landed on him, and Archite is like a mangled, barely alive person right now. And then they drag him in, they drag in Archite, and Palamon is over here. He's comes up off of his I'm gonna get my head chopped off block, and he's like Pietà style holding his bro in his hands in his lap, right? And they reconcile, and it turns out they are still bros. They still love each other. And then Archite, with his dying breath, says, take Emilia, she's yours now. I'm dead. And then Palamon and Emilia get together. The end. So maybe that's why it's not a really super done play, but it's also why I love it so much. I love that you think it's gonna end with the two lovers getting together and the other potential suitor kind of maybe ending up with the jailer's daughter or in some other way satisfied. But it turns out Shakespeare just kills one of the guys in the end. The very last second. It doesn't even happen on stage. It's a whole... where's the script? I had the script. It's a whole speech that, I don't know, it's probably like 20, 30 lines long of the messenger just describing the horrible horsing accident that Archite was in. And then they pull him on? Palamon? Whoa. To like say his goodbyes. It happens like legit at the like very end. It's so wild. So you think the one guy is going to get the girl, and you think the one guy is going to get killed, and then Shakespeare at the last second kills the other guy and gives the girl to the other one, which is just, to me, I think my favorite part. I know a lot of people who've read the play or seen it and they hate the ending. I think that it's a perfect ending, and it's probably my favorite play in all of Shakespeare, really. Not just for that, like, epic twist ending, but because Palamon and Archite have some of the, like, most fun lines and banter together. It's a very wild but fun play. Anyway, what do I draw for it? So I think I was thinking the line, "O cousin, that we should things desire which do cost us the loss of our desire, that naught could buy dear love but loss of dear love," I think is the coolest line of the play. And I think the thing that I want to draw and kind of incorporate how paths unwind in different ways, how the story has that twist ending, but oh, cousin, this is just after he's held his cousin in his arms and he's whispered his last words, and he says, "Oh, cousin, that we should things desire which do cost us the loss of our desire, that naught could buy dear love but loss of dear love." I think it kind of sums up the play really well too. How, oh, you wanted this ending, but this is the one you got, and you win this love by trading this other love. You didn't get them both, and you can't have them both. So, what do I draw? A road, perhaps? Maybe the little offshoot road. The things we should desire, things that cost us the loss of the thing that we desire. We want something so bad that we don't want it anymore when we get it. Like, how rough is that? He wanted to be with Amelia so badly, and then when he got it, it wasn't what he wanted. He doesn't want to be with her anymore because the only way that he could be with her was by his bro's death. Which sucks. I'm not into it. But I love it. Oh, it's so good. So, someone draw this for me? What do I draw? Fen, come help me. She's sleeping. How do you say that you want something? I mean, we could be talking about love. It doesn't have to be love. It can be any event. Anything that is maybe a shadow of the thing that we originally wanted. We've done this. I've done that concept already. I've already done that concept. Can't do it again. That concept being here, Henry V with the shadows. No, no, no. Not to do it again. Also, my color is yellow because it's a problem play, a romance. I like the idea of a road, kind of. And then, I mean, the obvious thing is to have the yellow sun. I don't like it. Boring. Clear. What is something that we desire that is really expensive? I mean, I could do another coin or like a gold bar. Could do a gold bar. But like, what does that even say? That says nothing. This needs to be like a metaphor. So something that's there, but also simultaneously not there. Could go for a window with a little flower. I wonder, this might be crazy and completely dumb, but if we do okay, so I love the idea of something outside a window that once you get it, it's not good anymore. Or, a cut flower. Because it's pretty, you wanted it, it was beautiful, but once you cut it, it's dead, and it's not going to last very long. So maybe that. Or maybe I don't know why that needs to be so ridiculous. Maybe like something going on in a mirror. A mirror could be an interesting tool. I like that concept. What about like a sad cut flower though? Slice of cake. I love that. You can't have it and eat it too. I mean, that could be fun to draw. I haven't drawn a cake before. Yeah, the reflection would definitely be different to the actual flower. Should I pursue this? I like this. I really like this idea. I think we're going to pursue This is going to be a hard one. Right. Drawing guide and symmetrical for this oval because I hates it. I'm also going to turn this opacity way down. Okay. A circle mirror? No. How do I draw a good oval? Why isn't there a tool for this? I can make a good circle. All right. Man, it's really hot. Really freaking hot. All right. That's a good enough oval, I think. I'm gonna duplicate it. And I'm gonna embiggen so that it has a frame. Bam. And all right, new layer, unassisted, so we can just only draw one little flower. What kind of flower do I want? I think just a generic flower. Actually, I'm going to draw it really big and then ensmallen it. don't know what kind of flower this is. It is a really cromulent word. I love the word cromulent. All right. Here's a flower. I should put it in a... Should I put it in a pot? What if I put it in a pot? What if I put the little baby in a pot? Right here. And then in the background is like... I don't know why I thought if I put it in the mirror, I would need to flip it, because that's the opposite of what a mirror does. Okay, so got my little planty plant here. Yeah, so I was thinking I give it like trees and shit in the background. But down here, it's in a pot. Or it's plucked. So it either gets a pot or it's been pulled up by the roots and all of its roots are out. So you know it's about to die. Rip. And if I could just make this a little droopier in some way. So it like, because I don't want it to look like it's a picture staring at a painting, you know? So I want them to look largely the same. But this one does need to be droopier. I think even droopier. This needs to be way sadder. Way fucking sadder. Why does my camera keep disconnecting and reconnecting? Why? Why? I need to get just an actual camera. The phone is cool and all, but it's highly fallible. So if anybody wants to sponsor the purchase of an actual camera for this shit, please do so. These leaves, I called the petals leaves. They're too luscious. They need even more wilting. Because actually, I'm not sure that I do care how similar they are in the reflection. I think it's okay for them to be wildly sad. And then I can get these little guys, make those dead. And oops, that's the wrong layer. All right, let's give you a stem. I keep trying to call it a stalk, but I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure flowers have stems. I don't know. Plant friends. Do flowers have stems or stalks or some other thing? Let's get real cameras together. Let's do that. Let's just do it. Does that flower look sad enough? I don't think it does. I think this stem is like too sturdy. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more of a wilt. A little wilty tilt. This is gonna be hard. Oh, hi, Yoda and Baby Yoda and Master Yoda. With the money that you make by having a camera, it's an investment. Get it? You have to get a camera to get a camera. You have to have a camera to get a camera. Does that not compute to you? Yeah, it is a sad little flower, but now the gravity is a little wrong. So I'm gonna just change this little petal, make it a little more gravitational. And this one too. Womp, womp, womp. All right, sad fucking flowers. I already asked for camera sponsorship, so yes. If someone sponsors my camera, I will give you the leftovers. And then we'll each have a camera. It's stupid. It's all dumb. Money is dumb. All right, I'm going to clean up these edges. I think... I wonder if I should actually just trace over this one. Like, this is a good sketch and all, but is this the one that I really want to use for the final drawing? Oh, Master Yoda. Yeah, Master Yoda should sponsor us some cameras. All right, there's a sad flower with sad, sad roots. All right, sad flower, sad roots. Oops. Okay, I'm done with this sad flower. I'm not done with it, but I want to be done with it. I'm ready to move on to the next thing. But I have so much mess to clean up. Yikes. So messy. It's the Loch Mess monster. All right. Dad said flower. Dad said dead, sad. Sad, dead. Dad said flower. Oh, where are you moving to? I feel like you mentioned where you might be moving to, but I don't remember. Where are you moving to? To where will you move? Also, where am I going to put yellow in this? Oh, into the swamps. I love that. Swamps. Yoda likes swamps, if I recall correctly. From the docu-series. Star Wars is a docu-series, right? About little green Yoda men. Little green Yoda men. am I going to make this look like a reflection? I think that's going to be the hardest part. How to make it look like a mirror and not just like a flower looking at a painting. I think I'm going to have to use a lot of highlight in certain ways, I think. I'm not sure. Somebody who's good at art, come do this project for me. Just kidding. I'm amazing. Give you a little ball there in the mid. And some little pistils. Are these pistils? Is that what those are? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Highlights from the mirror, just kind of like this way. That's what I'm thinking. All right. I feel like it looks reflective enough. All right. And now a background in the mirror, a reflection in the back that's not overly detailed. That'll be tough. But again, doesn't look like necessarily a painting. So I think I'm going to go with just shading. Let me draw my skeletons first, I guess. Skeletons. Skeletons. And then I'll try the soft pastel. I don't know. Should also totally do this on a clipping mask. That would be wise. Clipping mask. Okay. I'm gonna make this my reference, and I'm gonna pull this color down onto this new layer in the mid. So now I have my oval in there. And rather than erasing all around the trees, I'm going to make it a clipping mask. Okay. And I think I'm also going to make the flower a clipping mask. Perfect. I'll work on the flower in a bit though. All right. Trees. Where's the yellow gonna be? Where's the yellow? They are noble and they are kinsmen's. The trees. There's 3 of them though. These are 3 noble kins trees. I want to erase these thick lines. So like these big black lines here, I think I don't want like a really solid lines because it's all supposed to kind of fade in to the background. So I think I'm going to take my eraser and just kind of rough the lines up a bit on the edges so that they're not just a big, thick line. Like I don't want it to look like it's been outlined necessarily. All right. Got bounced back to the beginning. Oh no. Can't you like click on live or something? I think I need some grass. Definitely need some grass. And I'm going to do it in a new layer. I'm going to add some more tree to the background, actually, on a new layer. Just so that it's, a little bit. Excuse you, you're supposed to be a clipping mask. What? No. Clipping mask. And you need to go behind. And you need massively erased. Look at that. It's beautiful. Can my channel get donations? I don't know. I feel like you have to have a certain number of things. I mean, I'm sure I could set up a thing for people to donate to, but it's just y'all. So you don't need to give me any money. Most of y'all are like already on my Patreon. Why would you want to donate more? I mean, I could join a fundraiser. I don't know if I could give to myself. I don't know. I'll have to research it and find out. But yeah, I think you probably do have to have a certain number of followers, and I have like 160 something. John, my spouse, just followed me last week. Also last week, someone made their first fan art for me. The week after someone left their first mean comment, someone made fan art for me. So, awesome. Also, Monday I took off work. And between the fireworks, I might try to record some actual videos. Which I kind of vaguely remember doing last year and having to like stop a lot because of all of the freaking fireworks all the time, which was great. And I thought, I might as well try that again, eh? All right. You need to go on top, and you need to be not a clipping mask. Should my flower be... Yeah, I did. I got a mean comment. Somebody said something like, no thank you. Rude, but they did say thank you. So like not terribly rude. It could be worse. It could have been much worse. But yeah, someone said no thank you on one of my live stream comments. I'm just like, okay. I was just really pleased that I irritated somebody enough, or I looked funny enough that someone felt the need to tell me. I made somebody do something. I'm magic. Yeah, and my response was no, thank you. Because I'm clever and kind. Just want to test this out real quick and see if adding these lines actually does anything. And of course I will smudge them because it's a glass. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I gotta color this flower though. This flower's gonna go on top. You wanna be on top? You remember America's Next Top Model? You wanna be on top? I'm gonna dupe. And then should I use white? Is white a crazy choice? Actually, rather than duplicate and draw on top of the lines, I want to see what the colors are going to look like. So I'm just going to draw behind it really quick and just see if white is what I want. Because I'm not convinced that it is, although that looks pretty cool. How much time do you have a day or a week to edit podcasts, though? Maybe you just need to edit one podcast for a lot of money. The white looks kind of nice. I'm gonna Alpha lock it, and I'm going to put the yellow on there that I'm going to be using as my accent color. And let's see how yellow looks. No. I think I just do it normally. And I will build up from the black. Six-B pencil, please. Actually, I should just smudge out the lines. That's what I should do. Just smudge those bitches out. Just smudge them. Yeah, I just need a camera that I can plug into my computer to be my web camera, but that doesn't suck. Because, like, I got one of those Logitech ones that's supposed to go on top of your, it's supposed to, like, go on top of your monitor. You know, like, it's just a legit, it's a webcam. And it was like, this is the best webcam. And then I plugged it in and like it sucks. And then I got, let's see, I have another camera somewhere. I can't even find this camera. That's how much I hate it. I did get a nice, like, Sony something or other, but it just constantly is like, and you can't stop it from happening. No matter what settings you change, it's like constantly autofocusing and lagging, and it's just really choppy whenever you plug it in to use it as a webcam. So I spent like $800 on this camera, and it's trash, and I couldn't return it. It was it's like good for like creating content in like selfie mode, but if you're trying to stream or using an external monitor with it, it's awful. It just lags, and then yeah, it wasn't good. So I don't know. I feel like I need to get some kind of, I don't know, probably something Canon, like an actual like camcorder type camera, and not something that's like trendy, I guess. I made the mistake of going trendy, and yeah, and now I have, like, I can't even find it. I don't even know where it is. That's how useless this camera is to me. And I had filmed my original videos on it, and I might still be able to do that, but for live streaming, it's not good at all. It like goes 3 to 7 frames at a time. It's horrible. Sony Z something. And people swear by it, which is what's really frustrating. Like, I didn't buy it without doing any research, but I guess I didn't research the right way. because it is a giant piece of crap. And it was expensive. I could probably sell it for like $300 or something. Someone out there might like this thing. But it's not for me. If I am gonna buy a camera, I'm gonna get a nice one. Like a nice one where I can change lenses and attach monitors and attach microphones. But I mean, I guess the phone is okay. I guess it works. It is just a little frustrating that it doesn't have like settings. Like, I don't know why it connects and disconnects from my computer all the time, just randomly. Boop, disconnected, but also still working. Boop, disconnected, but the image doesn't falter. So I don't know what's up with it. But that's a showing you old rebels. Aw. Yeah, cameras are a lot. And I mean, they're not like the equipment that you use, I think is not like for filmmaking and for photography. I don't think the equipment is as important as how you use it or like the lighting that you use with it or the sound that you use. Like, I would watch a grainy movie if the sound is really good. I would rather see that than like a crystal clear 4K situation where it's just all pops and crackles and static. I would turn that off immediately. I don't care how pretty the picture is. If it's too dark, yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. I think that it's important to have like a nice camera, but I don't know. There's also more important stuff. So I think I would get just like something nice, but not, see, it just did it again. It just disconnected. Womp womp womp. Again. Why? Why are you doing that? Stop it. Womp womp womp. Ridiculous. And sometimes it doesn't do that for a long time. And like, I haven't had this issue for probably like 6 streams now. And now on this stream, it's happening every 30 minutes or so. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. If someone in charge of Apple could please contact me and tell me what the problem is and how to fix it, that would be lovely. Thank you. Better yet, if somebody from Apple could just sponsor me, I'll sell your products on my stream. I'll sell out immediately. I have no morals, no personal goals that don't involve making ludicrous amounts of money. So Yeah, Apple, give me a sponsor. You know, I'll tell everyone this phone is the best thing I've ever had. I'll make a movie with it. I'll make a whole ass feature film with it. You give me a sponsorship. Let's go. How does this guy look? I feel like I want to add some white in there to give it some little highlights. I don't know where my light source is for this particular image. I feel like that should be something that I figure out fairly soon. I thought that like it could be cool to have the flower itself being the light source, in which case it could look something like this. Something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, brought to you by Apple. Today's live stream is sponsored by my job. And not because they know they're sponsoring this show, but because they pay me to keep the lights on. They don't pay me to keep the lights on. They pay me because I work for them. And I use that money to keep the lights on. Thanks, employer. All right, back to work. I gotta clean up this backdrop area. I guess I need to put some grass down. That's what I need to do. I need to make some grass. So on top of this tree layer and another clipping mask layer, I'm going to use a soft pastel and just put a really light layer like this. And like that. And like this. Oh, I like that. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna give it, you know what? I'm not gonna give it a wee smudge. I'm gonna let that be. What I am gonna do is add some little grass bits. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna add some grass bits. You have dust in your wallet? Damn, you're rich. Damn. I'll put some more little grass tufties everywhere. All right. But I'm going to take these trees. I'm going to give them a little smudging at the base. What do you call it? Base erase. That was too much. I think that one's fine, actually. I think it was just this one over here that needed to be erased a bit. Look how I like the like atmospheric kind of perspective look. Someone please pay me. Have you been applying for jobs at all, or are you just kind of freelancing for a while? Need this thing to be brighter. So I'm gonna duplicate, and then I'm gonna erase inside of it so that this flower stands out more. There's better ways to do this, but I'm quite content doing it the hard way, I think. What is that? A hot iPad. Foot ba. Let me get this stalk, and then I'll embiggen my brush again. Stop. And do these leaves. I need to change that opacity so I can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah. That was wrong. These are slightly too big of a brush. God, the smoke. And a diagnosis. That's exciting. Diagnoses are cool. Have you been officially diagnosed with being a badass? Because that one can take a long time to get that diagnosis, because a lot of doctors, they don't think it's a real thing. So you have to like find the right doctor to get that diagnosis. Especially if you have a vagina, people don't take you seriously when you have concerns about being a badass. I'm gonna get canceled for being a sexist. There's one little flower. And now I have to do t'other. And for this one, I am going to I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the mirror by painting underneath in a color. I'll use this color again. And then making a clipping mask. That will be my plan for this little flower. I should use actually a different brush. I'm gonna use a like non-textured brush so that when I put the clipping mask on it, it won't be textured. HSD. I don't know what HSD is. I've given up again on going to doctors and getting my life fixed. Like, I was going to try to get like a more official ADHD diagnosis, and they were like, we can't diagnose you with ADHD until you take all these anxiety pills. And I was like, I don't want to take anxiety pills. So I gave up. Just kind of stupid. I don't know. Maybe it's true. Maybe you can't diagnose things while a person has anxiety. But my anxiety also isn't so bad that I feel like I need to be medicated. So, I gave up. And because it's the VA, I asked for occupational therapy too. Because, like, if getting a diagnosis is so hard, then, like, because, like, I don't want to be on medication for it. I just want to have it, like, documented. And yeah, if that's so hard to get that, like, maybe just, like, teach me some tricks to, you know, manage my life better. And once again, they sent the letter that said, we've been trying to contact you by phone. And no, they have not at all called me. So I was like, well, if y'all don't care about my health, then neither do I. So I quit trying. Maybe I'll try again later. But right now, I just don't have the give a damn to deal with any of that. And, like, I should also see if I have unspecified bendy person issues as well. Because, like, I have all the symptoms. But I'd have to go to doctors. And I don't want to waste my time anymore. Yeah, I don't want to... That's the thing, is I don't want to treat a symptom of something if I can get to the cause of it. So if I go to another doctor, it's going to be a therapist. I'm going to get somebody who, like, doesn't even prescribe drugs, that can, like, help me figure out what's going on inside my brain first. And then if I need to do drugs, then maybe I'll do drugs. But starting with, like, we have to handle your anxiety. Like, you really don't. Like, I think I have the normal amount of anxiety. So I was just kind of, like, really put off. But I think that's the VA. I think that's what they do. They just push drugs on people. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you just heard that, but, like, my joints pop all the time. Every single joint in my body. I can pop my back just by moving my shoulders. It's wild. It's wacky. And when I was getting my ankle fixed, the podiatrist said, that is that is the loosest ankle I've ever seen in my life. And then he looked at my other one and he was like, oh God, they're both like that. I was like, is this not normal? All people don't live like this. People don't sprain their ankles just putting on their shoes, just living day to day. That's not how people live. I don't understand. So that was fun. And yeah, so I recently learned I've been standing wrong my whole life. Like, I guess when people stand up straight, their spine is like their bum is like under them. And my spine I think has always looked like this. Like, I'm always just standing like, you know how a gymnast strikes the pose and the butt sticks out and everything's like a perfect, beautiful curve. I've just always stood like that and wondered like why my lower back hurts all the time. I mean, other than the fact that I did break it several years ago. But when all the doctors are saying, well, it shouldn't cause any pain. And I'm like, well, I'm in incredible amounts of pain. Yeah, probably because I've literally not been standing correctly. Like, what? Crazy. So I've been like trying to make an actual effort lately to like engage my core more, I guess, and like tuck my bum under. And I can with confidence say that hurts just as bad. So I don't know that I'm solving anything by doing that. But it's something. But yeah, and so that was another thing that I had one time. I had to, like, they thought I had a labral tear in my hip. And they did the whole, like, dye injection, which was excruciating. Don't recommend. And then they were like, nope, no tear. And then they said, well, your hip's probably just too weak to carry your body. Too weak and too flexible to carry your body. And I was like, but like all of this was Army saying this. So they just said, go on about your day. So yeah, I'm like, I definitely have something going on. Plus, I break out in hives when it's cold, which is a sometimes byproduct of several kinds of autoimmune issues. So I definitely need to get myself sorted out, but I don't want to go to a bunch of doctors and try to like convince them of anything. I, at this point in my life, don't feel like I need to fight with anybody. If you don't believe me, okay. But I was raised by narcissists and recently like came to the conclusion that like these narcissists that I was raised with are the types that like want to fight just to like prove how smart they are and would like pick fights with me all the time, and I always felt the need to defend myself. And then in the past couple years I realized like I don't owe anything to anybody. If somebody doesn't believe something about me, that's not my problem. So, and maybe I'm taking that too far by not wanting to go to a doctor, but that's where I'm at. I don't want to go to a doctor because I have nothing to prove to anybody. I'm not going to fight with people. I'm not going to waste my time convincing people that what I feel or whatever is valid. I'm not doing that. So why is this line so... Oh, that line is so shit because this is shit. That's why it's shit. Right? Yeah. Much less shit. Yeah, I don't know. A physio would be great. I didn't even get physical therapy after they replaced my ankle. They were just like, bye. Bottom line is I need to dump the VA. They're not doing me any favors. Do they do anyone any favors? Do they even have a point? The VA. What even do they do? Nothing. Am I bitter? I'm a little bitter. And like, I don't know why I go to the VA, to be honest. I have insurance. I should go to a real doctor at a real facility. But again, it's effort. It's effort and it's money and it's like, I don't remember to make an appointment and I just don't wanna. It's too much work. Is this freaking painting done yet? Holy hand grenade. Yeah, that's another thing is I feel like private health probably isn't much better. It's probably just the same old bullcrap. Because it's America. And we're shit. Oh, America. America, America. You are a little bit shit. That's my patriotic song for July 4th. Oh man, I have so many thoughts, but I can't say them. Because I'll alienate potential audience. Oh, God. My representatives have said I shouldn't alienate my audience. So, I won't say what I'm thinking. You'll have to alienate yourselves. Alienate yourself. Yeah. That's true. That's true. They won't give me money anyway, so I should just alienate them. It's like I don't care about their lives. I'm not a good person, so yeah, just a lot of people I just don't care about. And those people that think that America is like the best country in the world. Like, we're okay. But like, we are not better than any other country. And you're crazy to think that. Hey, dog. No. Come here, dog. I'm not your scratching post. No, I'm not. I'm not your post of scratches. Hello, Finn. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep. Look it. It's the world's cutest kitten. You want your window open? You want some air? Oxygen? You want some smoke? You want to breathe some smoke? Come on, let's breathe some smoke. Ben, please hold. Cat needs to get smoky. Oh yeah. Boop, boop. All right. Cat's got an open window so she can smoke now. Where was I? Smudging. That's where I was. Smudging all day, every day. I wonder. Yeah, it's not terrible here right now. I don't think. Let's see. Earlier today, it was like unhealthy for sensitive populations. But right now, apparently it's good. Tomorrow, at midday, it'll be bad again. It'll be 115 tomorrow. So, like, not great. Yeah, 168, that's pretty fucking bad. We're just at 115 here. So it's not terrible here, but it's also not great. Fenn's into it right now. She's having a blast in the winder. Yikes. Holy purple. That's not what you want. Right, I think it's about the same here as the first wave. I think it got to about 115 both both times. Yeah, I haven't had to like really mask yet, although I have noticed that like when I go out on my walks at midday, that I will come back and like kind of have a bit of a wheeze. Right. Here's what I'm gonna do for these roots. Let's see if this is gonna be kind of tough, actually. Look at that. It's ugly. Wow, in the house though is wild. I think I want to do the frame really quick. What do I do with this frame? I think just a simple like a simple kind of contour to it. Yeah. What do we think? Give me my pencils back. I'm gonna do an assisted layer so that I only have to do one side. And I'm gonna trace this line, and then I'm gonna smudge it out in a little bit. But I'm tired of working on this flower, so it's time to work on the frame. And I'll do black on the edges. I should use my soft pastel, not the big one, not that big, this big. And because I'm a genius, it's doing both sides at once. Whoop whoop. You know what I should do? I should do another clipping mask because I'm a maniac. And that's the reference, so I'll just pop that in there, and I'll make this a clipping mask. Bam. Brilliant. Brilliant. All right. Back to shading. I want it really dark around the inside edge. Should be, I guess it should be just as dark on the outside edge too. I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna smudge it with the soft pastel smudger. Ooh, maybe that works. No, that just flattened the whole thing. Oh, it was so fun that you were here. Thank you for coming. Have a good night. Good night, Yodas. I need a smaller smudge so that it doesn't lose all of its dimension. Meow. Me? Finn? Who are you talking to, Finn? Meow. She's looking out the window and talking to somebody. I don't know who's out there. I love cats. Cats are the best. Cats, cats, cats. Cats. Alright, add some more white. And then I think I'll be done with the frame. I don't want to spend too much time on like just I want it to be, I think it'd be really cool to have a really ornate frame, but at the same time, why? Is that too bright? I'm gonna give it another smooge. Smooge. Looks like it could be a metal frame, like steel or something. All right. Cool. Framed. Nice. I should think about what I want this background to look like. I am guessing I want mostly black, I should think. The huge dark corners. I mean, that's kind of wild, right? That's kind of cool. And then not sold on that glow in particularly. Man, where's my yellow gonna come into play? I mean, the obvious answer for the yellow is in the reflection, the flower's reflection, right? Like that's the obvious answer. And then this little flower would have little bits of yellow highlight from where the light is hitting it. Yeah, I agree. It's like too yellow right now. So just give it a little erase around the edge. And then these up here would be smudged out so that they're smoother. And then also made lighter because these are really bright. And then on top of that yellow, I would add some white. And then I would add, I wonder actually if this flower here needs to have an actual glow to it. Is that a little bit wild? I don't hate that, actually. It would be really cool to add like a white highlight, even smaller in there. It's like the neon effect. And then this little flower up here would also have some white highlights as well. But yeah, just not as bright, obvi. And these yellow ones, I would make them dimmer. Got to figure out how to do these roots. I think rather than trying to have them all connected to the same flower situation here, I am going to draw over them since it's going to be on a black background like this. I'm going to just take my little pencil. Actually, first I need to do something about this because that's ugly. ugly. Right. Right, that's the one I just made, right? All right. I guess this is the color that I want. I should use white. No, I shouldn't. White would be crazy. Okay. Roots. Why is it black? Thank you. It's so pretty. I need some more little strands in here. I kind of want to leave the roots like that. Is this kind of crazy? So I could have them kind of fading into the plant. Is that strange? I kind of don't care. Dude, this is wild. Wild. I want to clean up this flower so desperately. It looks like the trash. So I'm going to clean it up. I give it some more shadows everywhere. I need to get in underneath. Right. Back in it. If that's the only light source, then this flower should be pretty dark. So I'm gonna go a little bit crazy on the shadows on this foreground flower. And like all of this should be shadow. Like there should be, it should just, this flower needs to just be dark and heavy. Like all of this, that's dark. Darkness. Shadow. This fucking shadow. All of this fucking shadows. It's fun. Painting is fun. I want to challenge somebody else to do this. Does anyone know any other Shakespeare obsessed artists that want to do a play a week and make a drawing with it? Because it would be kind of cool to see how different the visions are and the styles. I would love to see that. I feel like it wouldn't even have to be visual art either. Like you could do some other kind of medium one a week. I think that would be really cool. Like to write a haiku every week or something. I should be using my shortcuts again, but I keep forgetting. Always forgetting about the shortcuts. Oh well. And like all of this stem should be mostly black, I think, if we're going really dark. And this highlight here has got to go. No highlight there, I think. If there is going to be a highlight on the stem, it's not going to be there. I don't think there would be a highlight on the stem. I think the highlight will be on the other side because the mirror is reflecting it. So, problem solved there. And all of this should be very dark. And all of this shall be very dark. I don't know if you ever sketch something and then shade it in and you're like, man, I really am glad I spent all that time making that beautiful sketch that I just scribbled all over. Like that's what I'm kind of feeling here. Like why did I put the detail of the little line in there in the middle, you know? Why did I do that? If I'm just going to color the whole thing in essentially solid black. Why? Whatever. I'm finding also, just as I'm working on the real flower and the reflection of it is kind of similar also to the main characters of the play, Archite and Palamon, who are cousins, but practically bros. Practically the same practically twins, but just different enough. Oh, yeah. The flash squeegee painting. I actually almost did that the other day. I watched a video of someone doing a squeegee painting, and I almost tried it. Because it looked really fun when you did it. It looks really fun when everyone does it. And I've never done a squeegee painting, but good God, it looks fun and satisfying and also really hard. But yeah, you put all that effort into the sketch and then it's just a fucking mess. One of them that I saw recently that did a really cool squeegee painting, I think they must have used inks or a watery acrylic, maybe, because everything in the end was like you could still see the sketch under it, and it had a really cool effect. And that was when I was like, oh, I should try this. But I probably would actually be really shit at it. It's one of those things that you look at and you're like, oh, that's a piece of piss. I could do that easy. But I don't think I actually could. I think I could, but I think also once I started it, once I got into doing it, it would probably look like trash. And then I would be really upset with myself for thinking that I could possibly do something that cool. Am I gonna have to color these? I like the roots being really just plain like that. I think it looks cool. But is it gonna take away from the flower? You know? I'm not sure. I'm gonna just keep going with this black and see if I hate it. Because now we're getting out into the actual blackness of the background, and I don't want it to be, I don't want it to fade into the background, you know, like that little piece did there. This little corner of the leaf, because that should be example, this leaf should match, or maybe it's just the corner of the leaf that matches. Maybe everything outside the frame of the mirror is in contrast. which would mean also that this should be a hard line. I don't know that I like the hard line, but I also don't know that I would like having like the whole thing either. Because that just looks like a hook. That doesn't look good. But I guess I could bring it up a bit. I'm gonna try, like you said, bringing it down a shade. Let's see how that does. I just really don't like that leaf. The leaf looks really stupid. I'm not into it. I think what do I do? What do I do with this? I think I'm just gonna keep coloring it and see if it works itself out. I don't know. What do I do with it? What do I do with it? What do I do with it? But what do we do? What do we do? Give myself some more stock at the bottom. Yeah, behind the mirror is a choice as well. And maybe that'll work. I want to try merging that down real quick. Did that? No, because that was a clipping mask. I'm going to unclip it. And I'm going to merge that down. And then I'm going to clipping. Right. So, yeah, let's try putting some yellow on the outside. Like this much? Is this too much yellow? Maybe it needs more? Just slightly more? And by more, I mean like it would need like a really sharp line on the outside. Like maybe this. Maybe. I think the roots just have to change. I liked the idea of them, but I think in execution, in the end, they're not good. I think I'm going to have to just work on them. I mean, technically, you probably shouldn't even be able to see them. Really? If everything else is so dark. Okay. Here's possibly the play. Just some like wee contour, I guess. And some like shading where it's overlapping, I guess. I can let the ends be really bright. Like, that's okay from a distance. If you don't look at it, that looks okay. Don't look at it. Do not observe. Oh man, my eyes are starting to dry up again. I need to put some eye drops in and go to bed. My eyes have been so dry lately. Like this past 2 weeks. I thought that, like, between jobs, I thought that I had not looked at a screen long enough to where my eyes had recovered, because by the time I started my new job, I was like, hell yeah, I feel refreshed. My eyes don't fucking hurt all the time. But now I'm like a month in and my eyes are destroyed again. It's almost like humans weren't evolved to stare at monster screens all day. I don't know. I'm not a scientist or barely human, so I don't know what humans were evolved to do, but I'm pretty sure it's not that. Like, fairly sure. Yeah, the smoke probably ain't helping either. But my eyes were dying long before Canada started its chemical warfare against the United States. I wonder if I should make the points of these like really really bright, because like that could be quite cool. So maybe I'm gonna try that and see what happens. So I'm gonna add some white on top, but just on the tips. Just the tips. And it might actually be kind of fun to add some yellow to the tips. I'll try that in a mo. In a mo. Yellow. Is that a little bit crazy? I think that's pretty cool. I need to add some more shading to the reflection flower. It's pretty flat, so just gonna do some more shading in there. But I definitely don't want it to be as dark as the other one. But, you know, just it should have some dimension to it. I really like this one so far. I am enjoying the composition and the weirdness of this particular card. Because I will say it's pretty weird. And then I'll let this leaf be pretty dark because it's quite far away from the glowingness. this needs even more shading. All right. What do we think? Is this too messy? I kind of like it messy because it's roots, and roots are messy, and they should feel a little sketchy. So I don't want to maybe I should add more texture to them. Maybe I'll add some more. Just like some just kind of lines. That was too dark. Yeah, I like the dirty roots. Am I sold on the glowing roots? Am I sold on that? I do think it adds something. I think it's nice. I think I'll keep it. Am I sold on these 3 lines? Or do I go with one thicker or a couple thicker lines? I'm not a fan of the thicker line. I think the thinner lines are better. But this kind of makes it look like a window. Or like there's a sunbeam coming in. I think it's a cool effect, but I don't think it's the right one. This seems more mirror-y. But they're crooked, so I gotta fix it. So thin lines are better. Actually, I'm going to change my drawing guide again. So I have diagonals. And I'm going to use Drawing Assist. And I'm going to draw my lines. Look at those perfect, beautiful parallels. cheating? Yes. No. I like the one line going behind the flower. I think that's pretty cool. But this is too many lines. I'll get rid of most of them. Maybe add one there. Mirrory. I want to look at these trees in the background some more because they're kind of ugly. I just don't like these big, strong lines. I might have to redo the trees in the background. Actually, maybe I'll just redo them because I'm not happy with them. I'm happy with the foliage, but not with the trees themselves. So rather than these thick, heavy lines, I'm going to do, oh. Hang on a second. That worked. Man, that's cool. Okay, keep that in mind. But I want rough. Why? Oh. Why does this not act like a normal pencil? What is this space in between? I hate it. I guess I need to go this way. Yeah. dupes. I'm sure this is really great content right here, just working silently. Everyone loves that, I'm sure. Riveting indeed. Oh, I'm so close to being done with this thing. I'm ready. I'm ready to complete. All right. Foliage. I'm going to do... Well, let me see if the other foliage works. No, I'm going to add new foliage. How did I do it? I think I did soft pastel. Just kind of scribbled around. Is that what I did? And then I think I'll do some more harder edge scribbles too. See how those do. They might suck, so I might take them out. So new layer. And then I'm gonna erase. Don't like it as much as the first one. TBH. Maybe I just deal with those sharp lines. Maybe I just put up with it. Because this looks pretty cool. IMO. Where are those grasses at? There's grass in here? Where are those grasses? Here? Yeah. No. I think this is actually pretty cool. Yeah, I like it to be not at 100%. Nice. And all right, highlights. That's where we're at. Highlight time. I feel like I should smudge all these around just a little bit. Or yeah, I think the smudge is good. The smudge is good. The smudge is good. I might add more white highlight maybe, because it's kind of getting muddy. I don't know. I may just leave it also. Should the whole flower have a glow to it? Or just the petals? I need to add still some more shadow because it's kind of flat still. In here, I will add some black because like this should be. Stop disconnecting, you piece of lovely technology. Is this even doing anything? This is doing nothing. Why is it doing nothing? Confused. I'm on the wrong flower. That's why it's doing nothing. Stupid. There we go. Ridiculous. I think I need to add some white highlight as well, because the shadow is important, but I mean, it's not giving it a whole lot of dimension. So white highlight is next. Oh, who's ready for bed? I am. Me. I'm ready for bed, except I have to do my Duolingo still. Can't go to bed till after I've fed the murder owl. I want to quit Duolingo so badly. I think I'll quit on my 1,000-day streak. Because, like, I'm not learning anything. I'm barely practicing stuff that I already know. I just have, like, a 800-day streak that I'm, like, too proud to quit. But it's really just wasted time. I could do Wordle instead. You know? What's going on with this flower, actually? What is that? I will quit the murder owl once I've hit a streak that I feel comfortable quitting. Do I have maximum layers? Maximum layers reached. Nice. I want to smudge these away. I don't love them. Actually, should I just redo? Because I don't like those. I'm already at 875 or something, so I feel like I have to get to 1,000 now. what do we think of this? I'm gonna give it some vignetting around the top there. Is it too big? Do I need to shrink this bitch down? I'm gonna try it and see what happens. I have to delete some shit because I'm out of layers. Nope, I'm gonna keep that one. Okay. Copy canvas. New and paste. Blammo. Woof. Is this it? Is this the Two Noble Kinsmen? I'm not sure if I'm sold on the yellow outline. I want to see what it looks like without it. Let's see, without the yellow outline, how do we do? No, I think it looks better with it. What do you think? I am gonna try and see how it looks with a white outline. Oh my god, it's an assisted layer. Ugh. Why isn't it working? Assisted is why. Think yellow is best or nothing. But nothing makes it kind of look like a hole in the wall. So I think I like some kind of glow. I wonder if I should just make it a little more diffused. This is tough. I like the yellow. I need to add some more yellow highlights to the actual flower. That's what I need to do. So This should have some bright yellow. I was about to be done without adding any highlights. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Does it need more yellow, perhaps? Like here? And here? And there? And then this leaf would need some yeller if it's also coming from behind. Mirror. Finn, you can stop that right now. She can't. She's too dumb. I'm so done with this piece. I have a very low attention span. Very low? Small? What's the term? I've been working on this for 3 hours. I'm like over it. I'm ready to go to bed now. God, last time I looked at the clock, it was like 10, and now it's 11, and the murder owl is gonna severely punish me if I miss a day. So I have to finish up so that I can do my fucking murder owl shit. Because I'm like enslaved by the freaking clock ticker thing. Streak thing. Should there also be a yellow reflection all the way around the frame. Let's see. Should I also add delete yellow little streakies in there? And then maybe a little extra yellow on here. Here? Yeah. I feel like I want to add some more shadow on here. Oh, hello, Finn. we're almost done. Are you ready to go to sleep? Ready to lay in the bed and sleep? I know I am. Of course you're ready for sleeping. Of course you are. That was a mistake. Maximum layers reached. Oh, hurry up and be done already. Finn, what are you doing, little baby? Little Finn. I feel like this thing needs like some texture to it. Ben, what are you doing? You ready for playtime? Finn. Little Finn. Why don't you go to your spot, little Finn? Alright, I think I'm satisfied with this. Here, sharpen your little feet. Take care of your fingernails. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I do think it should be smaller, and there's something about the back, like, yellow glow that I'm not super loving. Like, I don't know. I don't love the yellow glow, but it needs to be there. But I don't know how to reconcile it. Maybe it needs to be brighter. Oh, or maybe Finn, stop eating that, you weirdo. Maybe instead of it being brighter, the background needs to be a little less black. There it is. And maybe I add the yellow back in. Yeah, the yellow directly on the black was like weird. So clearing out some space definitely helped. Should I mean, I want to just see how this looks really quickly too. If we let these roots fade away into the background, because maybe that looks nicer than having them all bright AF. I like them faded into the background, actually. Okay, here we go. There it is. Two Noble Kinsmen. I'm done. It's time to go to bed so that we can all get up early and go to job tomorrow morning. Yay, job. Pays for my cat, it pays for cat food and my beverages. So, but if anybody who's watching wants to help me pay for other stuff, you can Patreon me, Reese_Harp. And you can like subscribe and all that jazz too. I'm gonna try to make some more videos on Monday. I got some really badass content to talk about that probably 5 people will care about. But those 5 people that care are the coolest people, and it'll be for you. In the meantime, this is The Two Noble Kinsmen, Shakespeare's best and last play. Next week, Antony and Cleopatra, followed by Henry VI, Part 2, snooze, followed by Comedy of Errors, and Measure for Measure, which is really good. So, mixed bag over the next 4 weeks. Thanks for hanging out and helping me come up with probably one of the coolest things I've ever drawn. So, thanks. And I will see you all next week.